Hello, guys. I hope you're all doing well today. I just wanted to come on here and chat a little bit about my situation. So I was at therapy yesterday, um, and my therapist was asking me really what got me into the state in which I found myself, which was one of white knuckling it, is what I told her. I had been white knuckling it, and I've been doing that for many a year. And the reason is manifold, or the reasons are manifold. Okay, first one is I have a detailed background explanation as to why I can't find romantic love in a woman, right? Um, and I was telling her a little bit about my past. I remember when I was in high school, uh, I was not an unattractive guy. I could tell that there were women that were or girls that were looking at me, right? Um, and I remember, you know, just as an example, this actually happened many times. But there was this one girl by the name of Desiree Marquez. I can say that name because one, very few of you will watch this video, and two, none of you know her. Who I found to be quite fetching, right? And so I attempt to approach her one day. She runs off into the girls' bathroom. And, I'm just sort of hanging out, waiting for her to come out of the bathroom so I can chat with her a little bit and maybe ask her out. But instead, she has one of her friends come out of the bathroom and tell me that I was frightening her and that she wanted me to leave. So, of course, I did, right? Because I was like, what's going on here? Um, and that kept happening over and over while I was in high school and afterward. And every time it happened, I got more and more distant from even attempting to ask a woman out or a girl or whatever. Um, and it got to the point where in college, I was so scared because I didn't understand what was going on to ask women out that I was just like all tensed up whenever I even came near a woman and that I was interested in. There's this one woman, her name was Kayla. I'm not going to say her last name because she may actually watch these videos. I don't know. Very attractive woman. Obviously very intelligent. She's going to the Air Force Academy, right? There was a year way back when where the average IQ of the people, brought into the academy's incoming class was genius level. But anyways, I remember she was in the dormitory hallways just for a couple hours one night, just waiting for me to go approach her. She made it easy for me, right? And I could tell, because you can tell those kinds of things if you're not a complete aspie. And I was so terrified because of all this background of stuff that I've had happen in my life that I was in the hallway too for a couple hours. I wanted to go approach her, but I gave up. And the very next day, she had our air officer commanding um, do everything but have a restraining order written up against me. Um, and then over the course of time, a few days later, she had gotten a little bit more background on the situation from her close friends, which were also my friends. And very clearly, she was regretful. She didn't mean to do that, but the bridge had already been burned. And while it probably would have been best for me to give it a third shot, I, my background and my difficulties just prevented me from doing so. So I didn't. I already was running the risk of getting booted from the academy because of this, problem here, and almost having a restraining order written up against me, which happened 3 times, by the way. So I got more and more distant because it's like, okay, clearly there's something going on with me, right? If all these women are basically doing the same thing, they're all scared of me. What am I doing wrong? So until I figure out what I'm doing wrong, I can't really do anything, with a woman. I still don't know what the problem is. I don't know what I've done wrong, but it's there. And, it just sort of piles on year after year, day after day, until I get into the situation that I'm in right now. About ready to go bankrupt because I can't get a job, and I'm shadow banned on YouTube, and I have no means of making money because my real estate's falling apart on me. It's falling apart on me because there's a lot of bad people screwing around with me. But yeah, this is the position I've found myself in life. And I've told people many a time, I actually have it written down, codified in a document, it's called a memorandum for record. 16 different things for which a person in my situation would have already committed suicide. Now, personally, don't get me wrong, I would never do that. But I know a lot of people would. A lot of people would. My position in life is one of essentially waste. And it's not from my own lack of trying or my own desires. I want to be used. And I want to be utilized is the right word. To say I want to be used is kind of like, oh, you want to be used as a whatever. No, I want to be utilized. I have tremendous talents, and I know I'm not saying things that I'm not saying things that don't have value. I know that. I'm writing a completely original story, and I already have about 350,000+ words written of it. I know I have something to offer. I know I'm not an ugly guy, right? I give myself a 6.5, which is decent. That's what I give myself. But I'm wondering, am I going to have to get on my hands and knees and beg YouTube to take me off the shadow ban list so I can have some means of making money? Because I don't. I've got none. I did an insurance thing for a while, and then whatever happens, I didn't make any money there. I put more money into it than I got out of it. And it's like the people that were working with me were intentionally blocking me, which just seems to be the going rate for my life. It's like people are trying to suffocate me. I have done nothing wrong. To this day, I still have done nothing wrong. And yet I'm still being treated as the villain. And I'm wondering if it's ever going to end. I have accepted whatever station you have in life is the station that you are living for a purpose. And if my station is to be completely thrown in the trash, it's unfortunate. I really don't like it. It's an egregious waste of human resources. But this is the station in which I find myself. And accept it in the present. Try to embrace the good things in my life and not dwell on the bad things. I don't know where the limit to this is. There very well could not be one. But if there's any compassion that the YouTube overlords might have, which if they're demonic, they don't have any compassion. They enjoy the pain that they cause others. But if there is any compassion that they have, they'll see these videos, and they'll actually put in a good college try, at least, to get me off of that shadow banned list, so that I can have some means of making money. But, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Anyways, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna stay here and yammer your ear off unless there's actually some people to talk to. Love y'all. Peace.